Okay, my littles, this is my most favorite book of all right now. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called After the Fall. Do you guys know who this is? His name is Humpty Dumpty, and we're about to find out about his story. Okay, it's called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This is my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, with sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Do you see how he's got bandages and things on him? Well, most of me. There are some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. He couldn't sleep on his bed because he was afraid. It was up so high. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. All of his favorite cereals are way up high, but he can't climb the ladder to get to them because he's scared, so he has to eat all the gross cereal. So sad, huh? I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing the ladder again and again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day an idea flew by. What's this? Can you tell? Let's see what it is. Making paper airplanes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day I kept trying and trying, until I got it just right. Wow, that is a fancy paper airplane, huh? My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Uh-oh, unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. What happened to his paper airplane? Shh. Is it flying over the wall? Yeah. I almost walked away again. But then I thought of all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. So you see his paper airplane is here on the top of the wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Look how happy he is up there with the birds. I was so happy. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Look what's happening. Crack, 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 crack. What's happening to his egg? Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. What's coming out of his cracked egg there? What do you see? What is that? What are those? Are those wings? And learned how to fly. So this little Humpty Dumpty just turned into a bird and he learned how to fly. And he overcame all of his fear. After the fall, how Humpty Dumpty got back up again. And that's the end of our story.